This is, hello. Yes, this is Saul. It is January 9th, 2026. It's Friday. I am only here for a little bit. We're going to wrap a thing up here, respond to a PR or so, and call it a day, call it a week even. So, yeah, I wanted to just do a couple things here. So, first of all, I saw that our friend Mr. Adrian Grody, maybe he'll come by here in a bit, has submitted a PR, but it's for something that I've already implemented, at least the other one has. The split multi-car here. I believe I already got this, so let's look. Log. Yeah, split cursor and split selected. Good idea, though, putting them into their own file. I probably should do that, too. Yeah. But we've already got it, so let me split cursor split selected. Yeah, okay. I believe I've already done this here. Let's find out. Oh, hello, La Pingvino. What are you? Don't spam my chat here. What are you even saying? Oh, hello, Anya. Nice to see you, too. This yesterday. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I think we can close that and finish off this. Ooh, not that one. The issues here. Let's look at also mirror semi-graphics. Oh, this looks, oh my gosh, that looks handy. Let's find out. Oh boy. This looks, well, mirror X cursor. Let's use the same commands. Command names, command prefixes as before. I like this idea. These are upper, can you do both? Wow, both horizontal and vertical reflection. Well, I like the concept anyway. Sorry, just reading through this, just see what's going on here. Huh. Oh, I see. Literally, back to front. That's tricky. Huh. Yeah, I make a couple minor changes here. Basically, all I'm seeing, well, I prefer these to be on the same line, so you can do literal grep for add command and see both the command name and the help string in one go. We also should add them to the menu system. I wish Mr. Grody was here. We could talk about this. But also, it feels like these get out of whack. Like they are inverted up to here. So I'm not sure what this is about. Just smells wrong to me. So let me make a comment here. And then let's look and see what the flip characters are, or the flip commands are here. Flip. Yeah. I think we should use flip instead of mirror. They're the same kind of commands. Okay, so comment on that, and let's see here. I think we've already gotten these. Great, and we'll close some windows. Oh, I never even clicked comment. That's probably why he didn't spot it. Okay. So, yep. Let's see here. Multi-character. We'll leave it open for a second. Oh, this missing characters, I think we can... Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's look at this one briefly here. I'm going to stash these changes from Mr. Claude. And we're going to just do a brief little investigation here. Actually, this is just going to be issue 54. Not melt. Well, that's interesting. Why is that installed? Oh, I'm not in the right. That's why I'm not in the. Okay, we're gonna kill that, and then we are in the thing here. So now we can do. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know it does sound like a local font issue. I totally agree, but like he says. In the same terminal emulator outside of Darkdraw. So I'm gonna see if I can't repro it. Oh, I haven't restarted stuff. Oh, well, I'll restart stuff this weekend. Because I'm taking this computer away, and so I won't be live streaming, and I'll be able to actually reboot things. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to open up this O2DE. Now it's over here. Okay, so sure, we want to just copy a bunch of characters that he likes. Oh, they're modifiers. Well, that's why. Yeah, you can't just use modifiers separately. You have to do something with them. Okay, well, we'll do that and see here. So that's the problem. So first of all, it works for me. And then if we save it to a text file here, I think that's fine. It works fine. So I think this, yeah, this works fine for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, carrier character, exactly. Now, it does, yeah, it inserts spaces after them when you paste, well, when I paste things to dark so I'm curious why, oh, loading issue. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's curious why it doesn't show up in his terminal the same as it shows up in mine. But it seems fine, so. Regardless, this is just a Unicode issue here. Okay, so yeah, now let's go back to, let's go back to stash pop and check out what Claude was doing yesterday that we wanted to wrap up before we go away for the weekend here. So Claude added a bunch of commands, and that's right, we wanted to look through these commands and actually give it our brain power here. So what I'm seeing is that save sheet is in here, but this is actually, that might be identical to, let me go back to the visidata thing here, but I think save sheet, I might be able to remove this entirely. Save sheet, save sheets, save to, everything is like, oh, sheet.source, that's right. We have to save not this sheet, but the source sheet. Okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah, sorry. This is the tricky part. Claude called my attention to this save sheet, but save sheet is implemented by visidata already, so we're just going to leave that. And then new drawing. Do you actually have a new drawing? It's already there. Oh, I have it in both places. I think I'm going to remove it from up here. Oh, interesting. Do I want it in both file and dark draw? I don't know. This backing sheet open source should be in dark draw. Backing sheet. Okay. Yeah. So let's see here. Show character info. This is, yeah, I don't know that these should go. These are all dark draw specific things. So I'll put them. Draw character show info. Upgrade cursor, downgrade cursor. Where is that? You can't just make stuff up, Claude. Ugh. 90% is not being very precise in your prompts. What do you mean by that? Yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to one-shot it or something, and it's I'm not happy with its results here. We are finding some good things. Um, I'm sympathetic to what you're saying, Lapingino. I just don't know exactly what you're talking about. Which sentence can be interpreted multiple ways. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't remember what that prompt was, to be honest, but you have a better memory than I do. Save sheet is there. Edit text. I think we already have those things in there. I actually haven't added help strings for any of these here. I'm not even sure what prompt I gave. Well, that's good feedback on my usage of Claude here. I think that what we're going to do is figure out where these things should be, these ones that aren't under dark draw. If we do want them in edit, edit selected. Change all selected, yeah. Yeah. I know I can ask Claude to correct it. I am still not at that stage where I don't know. I'm uneasy about just burning fuel and water to do things that I can do, that I know how to do, that I can do better, I think. And I think actually do require my attention. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure where this world is going, even. Spending more energy to do things that are relatively easy. But yeah, no, I agree that we should add it to tell it how to check its thing. But this is me checking it, and you know, I'm some things are good, some things are helpful, and some things are less so. Yeah, exactly. Don't use it for well, yeah, use it for the easy, hard things, the small things that are kind of a pain. It's like, oh, well, that's gonna be 20 minutes of my time looking something up on Google about how to do some CSS crap. But in X mode, yeah, sure. And mostly what I'm thinking about with these edit ones here is, should they be in the edit menu or in the dark draw menu? Yeah, right now, visidata in the edit menu, let's control. I don't even use visidata enough here. So edit, delete. Okay, there is actually delete. Delete. Text set cursor. Object set cursor. Let me catch up here. You're saying you defer figuring out what you want to the dev process. In general, yeah, exactly. Right. Like the dev process is the process of figuring all these things out. If I'm going to do all that work, I want to actually see the code and make choices that make it easier for me to both understand the structure and modify it in the future. Yeah, maybe. I've never been all that good at being I've never been a dev manager really, so I'm sure that if I had a team of 10 people, qualified devs, I had the same problem with them, right? But there's a reason I haven't been a manager, because I'm not that good at that. I like talking to the computer and telling it what I need to do as I'm figuring it out, you know? Copy. I mean, honestly, if I go to this thing here, okay, well, that's a different issue here. Special nodes. Oh, I see. I've got something in here that is a top level item that's being paste. Let's see, I think it'll be paste. Yeah, paste. You can't just do that. Okay. So that is an issue. Where do I want to put these things? Like where? This is an issue that I have just in general here with the menu system. I don't use it, I think, hardly at all. So where should things go? Like if you're using dark draw, do you expect the edit menu to be dark draw specific? I mean, it should be removing. It's in the wrong place here. In here, it should be removing. Oh, what? Oh, there's no you can't do the menu here. Okay, this is what I would expect, is that all these things only have the dark draw option. So that's actually pretty okay. But the fact that Alt E and everything don't work, that's another issue. That should be in actually visidata itself here. Menu. Those they're on base sheet, so Y is an Alt E. I see it right there, right? If I do it on this here, oh no, it's not there either. Okay, something's unbinding that, or otherwise not working. Why? So that's a separate issue. Okay, so Alt F worked. Alt E worked too. Oh, now it's working. I don't know. Well, I don't know why it didn't work. But so, whoa, I gotta catch up with you here. Yeah, I'll consider it. Yep, I don't know. I feel like the whole AI thing with code is so new that I kind of want to wait for it to settle out to see how it shakes out. Like if it shakes out the same way as cryptocurrency, then I'll be glad that I skipped over it. It won't be. I mean, it'll still be around, just like cryptocurrency's still around. And I guess I could say I regret not investing in Bitcoin, but I don't really because I still feel the same way about it. So, yeah, I have a feeling that the hype. Yeah, I know exactly. It's not a sustainable thing to be invested in. And even yeah, I don't like how fast it moves. And yeah, good point, Anya. I'm not sure what the situation is, but we have this kind of faith that things only get better and faster over time, but it's not the case. Things definitely get worse. They can get worse anyway, and it might be the case that yeah, they are releasing new models, and it is worse. And I've experienced some of this myself, so I'm not. I don't know. I kind of just want to. I don't want to wait it out. I'm definitely using it and playing with it and seeing what it's like, but I'm definitely not all in on it. And I think it's kind of important to me anyway. Like we'll see what it how it goes. Well, that's interesting about the crypto changing cross-border transfers. I think the thing that bothers me the most is that there's the pressure to use them. You know, it's not just here's a neat tool. If you like it, you can use it. It's become this thing where you have to use it. I know I have friends who are at risk of being laid off if they don't use it enough. People at Microsoft and even smaller companies. And that's, I don't know, if you have to mandate its use, I'm not sure how good it is. So most of this creating package build. Yeah, for sure. All the admin, maintenance stuff, the small things, I completely agree. It's like if it is wrote for you, then let's get an AI on it, no problem. I mean, we can talk about how much energy it's using or whatever, but I think that makes sense to me. And actually, I was just thinking last night. I had I was thinking, how long do you use AI to try to solve a problem before you give up and do it, quote, the hard way? I mean, I think that that's kind of the ultimate question, right? It's like there are some things that if you use AI for and it gets it done right away, then it's like, well, that was a fine use case. And there are times when you can spend hours screwing around with AI trying to get it to do what you need it to do, and it still won't do it. Then you still have to go back and do it the hard way. And so I'm finding that like there's some things that, yeah, like I said, go really fast, and then the gains from those get eaten up by the times you're just screwing around with AI trying to get it to do the other pieces. And so I wanted to know the answer to this. Like, is it just you try it once, and then if it doesn't work out of the box, you give up? Do you try it for 7.5 minutes? What is the actual correct algorithm for this? So, because it's definitely not use it for everything and keep trying it, right? That's the AI maximalist thing, and that does not sell well with me. And it definitely is not don't use it at all, because yeah, there's clearly cases like you're saying that are very useful. Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to see your notes, Anya. Um, yeah, I'd like to see those. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I've been a developer for a very long time, and it might just be that I was a software developer in the key, I guess, 30 years from 1990 to 2020, and it's not my scene anymore. That's definitely a possibility. So if a menu changes, have it write a script. I don't know. I understand what you mean though. Have it write a script. A script that makes sure that. I mean, all I can. What I'm imagining is that you write a script to test if there's any menu items or any commands that aren't in the menu. That's fine. I can see that being at least an informational script. Oh, well, we have very different ideas of that. I think that there are some times when that's useful and interesting, but I have long had an opinion against generated code. Like it's what there's multiple approaches to these things. Sometimes it is like down to generated code versus interpreted code, and it has not been a positive thing. Like the generated code is like, yeah, it's sure you can get it to work, but the underlying code then is incomprehensible. Anyway, um, I'm not sure if what you're talking about is quite like that. Um, like I said, I think that we can have some tooling around this. I think creating tooling is probably a good idea. The problem is that it's not absolute. Like there are some commands that I don't want in the menu system. And maybe we should codify those too. But I'm definitely not like a coding maximalist. I don't want to. Yeah, totally. Um, anyway, I wanted to get this thing done, but I have to go here in 20 minutes or so. So I wanted to get this done before I did. So the main question though is, do I want this menu to hold the items should all be in the director menu, which notably the director menu isn't even here. So something screwballs here. And yeah. Okay, so I gotta add a dark draw menu. Let me go back to just VD. Is there a dark draw menu now? No, there's not. So we're missing a dark draw menu for some reason. And then this overrides submenu with long name. That's this edit paste business. So I think it's paste cars, paste special. I don't know. Where's Phil normally? I guess I could ask Claude. Well, I don't feel like dealing with it right now. We're looking for fill cars, or fill rather, and seeing where it is, the command. Set call fill. Maybe that shouldn't be called fill, but column fill. Oh, it's under column. Okay, so this is not necessarily edit. This is like dark draw. It should be under dark draw, I think. Imagine the best drummer of visidata. Oh my god. Okay. Let's select. Yep. Select all in frame, unselect all in frame. Yeah. Create group, dgroup, permanent, dgroup selected, temp. Alas, the only German that I know is English German. Words like blitzkrieg and what else is a German English word? Oh, hamburger. Right, I know hamburger. I'm not sure that counts as a German word, but yeah, I would be curious. I think I've heard. I'm sorry if this is a poor image, but what do they say? That puns are like farts. They You only like them when they're yours? Well, how did your friends reply to that, to your pun? Does he thank you for your cleverness, or did he groan? Okay, fair enough. I don't know how I feel about all these. Not this one. Okay. Edit join selected. Puns are very specifically, they're a very specific kind of thing. Like language play is definitely fun, and I don't mind that. But there was a joke or pun or something like that from decades ago. I still remember. It was this very elaborate setup with a rabbi and this like certain kind of, I think it was alien or a creature called a trid. And anyway, it was like so involved. It was a, what do they call that? Like a Shaggy Dog story, right? Where the point is how long and involved the story can be. Anyway, the punchline was silly rabbi kicks are for trids. I think I've been like, let me see if I can find it. Are for trids. And I don't even know if anybody these days, oh, there we go, silly rabbi kicks are for trids. And yeah, if anybody even knows this is like a long ago ad for kicks. Silly rabbit kicks are for tricks. That's right. Was the cereal. Silly rabbit tricks are for kids is the original, and so this is like the spoonerism or something like that. I think a lot of puns that we use are like that, where they're less yeah, still see and feel that today. Okay, I'll add it to my queue. Things to look at here. Anyway, for the moment, maybe I can just have that. So, okay, so if we add, we have the, okay, here we go. Add text to cursor. Split. Align selected horizontally. So yeah, now this is where I actually am interested in using Claude to write some of the help strings. Data join selected sheets. What is this about? Why is data join here at all? Oh, I see, because it's going to be... Oh, no, that... join selected. Oh, it's actually... So it's actually join cars selected, maybe. Yeah, okay. So this is a bit of a problem. We can't have the same commands, same name commands. Yeah, for sure. Okay, plot, resize cursor. Delete. Okay, why is that under cursor? Delete cursor. Delete cars cursor. And maybe delete shouldn't be under plot, maybe it should be under edit. How about the apples? And then it shouldn't be plot dive into cursor. It should be view. Let's see, where is dive into cursor? Yeah, this is not groups. This is dive. This is go to or view. And maybe not, maybe it's just view. Dive cursor is actually already there. Not that. Okay, maybe you need to split it into modes or something like that. What do you mean? Not Pingvino. Oh. Okay, thanks, Anya. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Well, so this is the thing, like Pingvino. The split is only implementation. Semantically, they're very similar. This is part of why I'm doing right this second, is thinking about this. Dive into cursor is something that the canvas has, so that when you do a graph and you put the cursor over some point or points and you press enter, it goes to the subsheet on the source sheet with those rows. And then doing it in dark draw is the same concept. If the implementation is different or slightly different, but it is the same thing, and it should be in the same place in the system. I think that like actually adding modes or namespacing or anything else is the wrong approach. If anything, we should be collapsing these semantics and be like, well, that's like I said, they're functionally identical, or they would appear to be functionally identical. And so we want people to feel like that, even though, yeah, we have to do some tricks under the hood to make that be the case. So I'm doing it by hand now and being like, okay, if we just put things in the right place and then have those things be in that place, then it will all just work out. And so perhaps the problem is that I'm doing that manually, and it's not sustainable for me to do it that way. I should codify these into rules for myself in the future, or Claude, or somebody else who comes by and wants to code this. But I don't want to do that, make that system prematurely. And I've definitely spent a lot of time in my, yeah, it's true. The undo system is another case like that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of times in my career where I have systematized things too early and come up with a radically over-engineered solution. And so I definitely am more and more, they say in startup land, do things that don't scale and write everything twice and stuff like that. And I'm very much more sympathetic to those things these days. It's super fun to engineer a large system. Well, it's fun at the start. It's fun to engineer it. It's not fun to debug it, to maintain it, to deal with it when it's not working. And it's a lot easier to go through and do things by hand. Now, there's a tipping point at some point. I'm not sure. Maybe it's already here for this, but I'm definitely not. There's a temptation to do things, to systematize things very early, and I'm against that. Open subsheet from cursor, maybe. Oh, that's the from cursor one. So we're gonna do, and this actually has a go. Actually, maybe it is new drawing. Both. I'll leave it for now. Sorry, I'm reading your chat now, trying to follow along here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I am sure I do all that. You may have a more fluid or flexible mind than I do. I think I'm a little older than you are. And I don't know. Yeah, you seem a little like it's easy for you to adjust your systems to those new realities. Whereas I don't have that great of a memory, and so when I change the system, I often don't remember what the new rules are. And so having really reliable rules that are stable is more important than having flexible rules that I am changing all the time, for me anyway. Yeah. And like I said, I might be getting out of software. Like I've enjoyed it. I think I've been good at it, but maybe not as good as I think. And yeah, it, software and engineering in general is a young person's game, you know. So I'm glad that you're able to find uh, well, do good things for yourself. It sounds like in your work. So view, open, subsheets. Okay, maybe that's good enough there. Yep. I mean, I'm almost 50 here. You'll see in the next 15 years. Some people do manage to keep themselves more mentally flexible. And I'm sure I am more mentally flexible than some, but you know, definitely feeling it. Oh, that's right. Go to. I want to look at that. So let's look at movement. There we go. Row go to. Oh, that's interesting. Row go to. And so this would actually be dark draw go to. Okay, I can see that. I'll at least keep it like that. View other sheet? No. Oh, what's this? Why is there... These are duplicates. That's not necessary. I love the old veterans in tech seeing approach modern tech. You mean seeing their approach to modern tech? Seeing them approach modern tech? Oh, like I think you're referring to Rob Pike's recent diatribe against. Right. Okay. Well, I guess I haven't seen Rob Pike actually code anything, so I don't know what he's like with more modern tech. And then here this character upgrade cursor, downgrade cursor. Like I don't even know where it got that. That's just made up. Cycle cursor preve, maybe? Is that what you're looking at? No, what is this upgrade cursor? I don't know. That's annoying, right? Like, that's just bunk. So let's look at clipboard cycle palette. Down. Clipboard index, maybe. Stamp circle. That's not even a thing. What are you looking at? Are there other things in here that I'm missing? Oh, you're looking at up. Okay, I see. So that's, I see. So then he's not making things up. That's good anyway. I shouldn't, what's it called? Anthropomorphize Mr. Claude. But he is putting things in the wrong place. Dark draw, no. Dark draw, upgrade. So yeah, you're right. I probably should have a rule here that tells him to do it this way. So let me add that to the Claude, I guess, document. Ugh. Rules for menu. There you go. Does that make you feel a little better here? Well, anyway. Let's see. So I may not have made the full progress that I wanted to here. Open. That should go higher. Just in general, but oh, the dark draw land. Oh, there's no. Wait a second here. Why is there a dark draw? Oh, I think that I may have fixed that. Yeah, okay, so now there is a dark draw. Great. Yeah, how do you think that I changed my understanding of the code here? And this is Unicode browser, Unicode characters. Yeah, I've done a lot of thinking about thinking too. Becomes well, I don't know. It's I don't want to say it's a waste. It's definitely very useful, but I've gotten in my own way thinking about thinking a lot. And the more that I practice with meditation or other kinds of brain work, I am less interested in it. It's like meditation in some ways is thinking about thinking, but the point of meditation is to stop thinking about thinking. So you don't have to, you can just do the thinking in the first place. At least that's what I think. Okay, well, I think we did make some progress here. Oh, row go to top. I do want to keep the row. Yeah. And then I could see like it's like a line. It's like, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, I know about mindfulness meditation, and some would say that that's not actually the kind of meditation that at least more advanced practices are calling for. Like, yeah, it's good not to be a robot. It's good to be mindful or considerate, conscientious. But I don't know. Such a personal thing, all of it. Exactly, right. Yeah. It's exactly. I do agree with that. I think mindfulness is like secular meditation. It's like anything that gets you away from really thinking about the systems and structures we have in place that are pretty offensive and oppressive. But, so you can be more productive. You can be better for your corporate employer. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I have to go for now again, and so I'm not going to be able to get this committed to like I wanted to, unfortunately. But that's fine. I'll bring my laptop with me. Maybe I will wind up committing it today or tomorrow. But I'll be back on Monday, or I should be back on Monday, and ready to back in it. I'll keep plugging away, whether I'm doing it right or wrong, with Claude or not. Thank you, and yes, you too. La Pingvino. Have a good weekend. A great weekend, in fact. And maybe I'll see you on Monday. Cheers, man.